Red Bull, please sponsor me. I don't do anything cool, but I like your drinks. Alright fellas, the video I got for you today is why I think, in my personal opinion, you might think something different, but why I think every single weight loss diet is stupid. Now, if you're using or you're on one of these diets that I'm about to list, and you get offended because I call it stupid and I debunk it, I don't care. So before you go down and comment, Sawyer, you're so stupid, I'm on this diet and I've been losing weight, it works. I don't care. Save yourself time. I'm not going to read it. So first, I'm going to list some popular diets here, and then we're going to go over why I think all of them are stupid. Okay, so just a few diets are keto, which is super low carbs, high fat, medium protein. Atkins, which is basically the same thing as keto, except over time you gradually increase your carb intake. We got vegetarian. I wrote like a list down here, so I'm reading out the list. Vegetarian diet, which you only eat, you don't eat meat, you just eat fucking grass and beetles and bugs. You got the vegan diet. The vegan diet, you don't eat any animal-based products. And then we have intermittent fasting, which is like you go a certain amount of time without eating, and you go a certain amount of time with eating. The most common is the 16-8 intermittent fast, where you fast for 16 hours, and then you eat 8 hours. Now, why do I think these diets are stupid? Great question. Let me tell you. I hope this video isn't any quieter because I'm at home filming it right now, and my dad is like right outside that door, and I don't want him to hear me because it's really awkward. I think he went back in his room. First of all, man, the word diet literally implies that you're going to be doing something temporarily and then you're going to go back to normal. So whatever diet you choose and you put the word diet behind that word, like keto diet or Atkins diet or intermittent fasting diet, it says that you're going to do it for a set amount of time and then you're going to go back to normal, which makes no sense. Because as soon as you go back to normal, your normal eating habits, how you gained weight in the first place, you're going to gain the weight right back. So it makes no sense. Number 2. This kind of ties in with the first one, but they just aren't sustainable. Which is why you hardly ever see people doing this for their entire lives. You see them do it for like a season in their life, and then they go back to normal. And a lot of these diets aren't designed to be used throughout your entire life. They're designed to be used temporarily to help you lose weight or do whatever, and then you go back to your normal eating style and you gain all the weight right back. Number 3. They restrict what you eat too much. Now, if you're doing keto, you can't eat any carbs. How many foods have carbs, man? A shit ton. Also, like, I kind of feel awkward swearing because I don't want my parents to hear me. A shit ton. You're telling me you're never gonna eat oatmeal again? You're telling me you're never gonna eat fruit snacks again? Really? That sounds awful. Or take like the vegetarian diet, for example, which some people do this like their entire lives, so good for them. Keep doing it. I don't care. To me, this sounds like it really sucks, man. Like you're just eating freaking grass and beetles and sticks. So like me personally, I like chicken, I like turkey, I like cheese. Not doing those two. And then like intermittent fasting, like, okay, so say if you go out to dinner or something with your friends, with your boys, or you go out for like drinks or something, and it's not in that 8-hour window where you can eat, or 4-hour window, or whenever it is, you're telling me you're just gonna sit there, not have any fun with your friends, because it's not in your eating window? Bullshit. It just doesn't make sense to me. I eat what I want, when I want. Like, I wanted a Red Bull at 9 p.m. at night, and there's like 160 calories in here. I don't look at it. I just drink it because I want it. Now think, if I was keto and I was intermittent fasting, dude, I wouldn't be able to have a Red Bull whenever I want. You feel me? That would suck. Also, the strawberry apricot flavor is really growing on me. Check it out. And the last reason I think all of these are dumb is because they put too much focus and too much stress on macronutrients. If you don't know what those are, carbs, protein, fat, like the keto diet, you have to completely avoid carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are like poison if you're on the keto diet. Or if you're on the Atkins diet, the same thing. Macros don't matter, guys. It's It's the calories. Calories matter. And if you're trying to put on like muscle, then yes, you want to make sure you're getting enough protein, 1 gram per pound of body weight. But it's just the calories that matter. Forget about the macros. Now there will be a keto person watching this video. Probably not, because my videos get like 7 views. But maybe one of you are keto. If there is a keto or Atkins person watching this diet, they're going to be like, Sawyer, I'm in ketosis. I'm burning ketones. I'm losing weight. Good for you. I don't care. The reason you're losing weight is because you're eating less calories. You're cutting out an entire macronutrient. You're cutting out carbs. So you're going to be taking in less calories. Carbs have calories, guys. You're cutting out an entire macronutrient. I could, it's like, if I wanted to cut out, okay, so say like I hate keto people, and I do like, I don't know, I call it the non-keto diet, where I cut out fat, and I only eat carbs and protein. I will lose weight. I might not be burning ketones, but I'm still gonna lose weight because I'm cutting out an entire macronutrient. It's not complicated. And now you're probably like, Sawyer, okay, so these diets are dumb, but how do I actually lose weight? What do I do? I'm glad you asked. Keep watching. I'm going to tell you how I would lose weight, how I lost weight, and I didn't even know I was doing it. Well, one time I did know I was doing it because I was getting ready for a bodybuilding competition, but I made a lot of mistakes then. Don't do it like that. The second time I did it, I didn't even know I was doing it. So what you want to do, step 1, figure out your BMR. BMR stands for basal metabolic rate. Those are fancy words for how many calories you burn in a day just being alive. You can go online. They have calculators online. You can download apps. They have apps for this stuff. You have to type in like your height, your weight, your activity level, your age, gender, male or female. Now keep in mind, this number is a rough estimate, right? It gives you a ballpark answer, estimate, guesstimate of your BMR, how many calories you burn in a day being alive. Now, once you have that number, I want you to drop your calories a couple hundred, somewhere between 200 to 500. I guess if you wanted to go higher, you could, but keep in mind, the more you drop your calories down, the less energy you will have, the more tired you will feel, the more exhausted you will feel, so be careful. The reason I only say a couple hundred calories and not like 2,000 calories is because it's pretty easy to drop a couple hundred calories in your daily eating. Like you could cut out, you know, like a can or 2 cans, I guess, of pop, or you know, like a few sticks of string cheese, or like 2 packs of fruit snacks or something, or like a glass of milk. So cut out a couple hundred calories, okay? Now keep in mind, remember this, 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. So to lose 1 pound of fat, you have to be in a 3,500 calorie deficit. This doesn't have to be in just one day. You want to do it over multiple days, and the best way that I found to do it was to do it over a week. So what I did is I dropped my calories by 500 every single day. So I was in a 500 calorie deficit a day. Now, to make sure you're in a 500 calorie deficit a day, it's going to take some playing around with. You're going to have to kind of track it the first couple weeks to make sure you're in a deficit, because like we said, that number, your BMR, that the online calculator gave you is a rough estimate. So you're going to have to cut your calories by a couple hundred one week. If you're losing weight, check the scale once a week, like in the morning, after you piss, after you shit, before you take a shower. Check the scale and see if you lost weight that week. Because if you were in, say, a 500 calorie deficit a day, in reality, you would have lost 1 pound of fat that week. Because 500 calories a day times 7, 3,500 calories. Also, remember, the first week or 2 of weight loss, you will see bigger drops in weight because your body is going to be losing water weight. This is also different for everybody, but some people can lose anywhere from 3 to, if you're a bigger person, 10 pounds of water weight in their first week. But this usually only lasts between 1 and 2 weeks, like your first 2 weeks of weight loss. After that second week, or first week, it's different for everybody, but that's good. like ballpark estimate, you will start losing actual fat. If I were you, I would drop my calories by 500 based off that number that the online calculator, BMR calculator thing or app gave you. Drop that number by 500. Eat that many calories in a day. At the end of 7 days, check the scale. If your weight has dropped, then you're good. Keep going. Like, stay eating that amount of food. If it hasn't, or if you've gained weight, drop it some more. A couple hundred calories, like 200-300 calories, and then do the same thing. Wait 7 days, check the scale. If you're losing weight, you're good to go. Keep going. And if not, then keep dropping it, or start doing some form of cardio to help you burn calories so you don't have to drop your food so low and your calories so low. Now, the best part. During this, eat whatever food you want. If you're trying to keep muscle, if you're trying to build muscle, eat stuff high in protein. But if you're not, you can eat whatever you want. As long as you're in a calorie deficit, you will lose weight. If you, come here. If you want to eat Oreos for every single meal of the day, go for it. If you are in a calorie deficit, you will lose weight. That's something you don't hear anybody say on YouTube. Other than that, freaking V-Shred guy. That guy's dumb. Yeah, he's a scammer. He's trying to get money. But eat whatever you want. Make sure you're in a calorie deficit, though. If you want to eat... If you want to eat... Little Debbie donuts for every single meal of the day, be my guest. Is it healthy? No. But you will lose weight if you are eating less calories than you are burning. And you can do that by eating Little Debbie donuts. Is it going to be hard? Extremely hard, because those are calorie-dense foods, and I'll actually get into that in a second. But you can eat whatever you want to lose weight. I'm not saying that you shouldn't eat healthy. I'm saying if you're just focused on changing the appearance of your body and you're not so worried about being healthy, eat whatever you want. To the people that are eating healthy out there and that are going to comment, Sawyer, I'm eating healthy and I'm losing weight, good for you. I don't care. Keep eating healthy. That's awesome. That's great. Eating healthy, I think everybody should do it. But to expect a person that's just beginning their weight loss journey to eat healthy, be in a calorie deficit, go to the gym is unreasonable. I think it's a lot easier for that person to pick one to build a habit, which is to be in a calorie deficit, and then over the months, once they get used to it and they start seeing results, then they can throw in going to the gym, eating healthy if they want to, whatever. But to start out, from the people that are just starting, I think you should eat whatever you want to make it the least difficult process as possible. I know a lot of people will disagree with me. I don't care. This is how I did it. It was easy. So if you want to try it this way, go for it. Make sure you eat high volume, low calorie foods. These are foods that you can get a big serving size for a little amount of calories. Foods like vegetables, like fruit, like sugar-free Jello, like, I don't know, man. Just look, popcorn. Popcorn's a good one. Or, protein ice cream. That's a good one. These are foods that you can get a lot of for a little amount of calories. A lot of them turn out to be healthy, which is good. Like vegetables, every single vegetable pretty much is, other than potatoes. Potatoes are kind of high in calories, but it's because but basically every single vegetable is a high volume, low calorie food. You can eat a lot of it for a little amount of calories. The only thing is, vegetables suck ass to eat. So, you can find foods like sugar-free Jello or protein ice cream. To make protein ice cream, just type into YouTube protein ice cream and click any of the first videos. You can eat this much, man, for a couple hundred calories, and it's high in protein. It's a no-brainer. The one thing you have to do, if you take anything away from this video, take away this. You must be in a calorie deficit to lose weight. You must be burning more calories than you are eating to lose weight. If anybody tells you differently, tell them to go pound sand and get lost. And just be patient. you only want to lose like 1 to 2 pounds a week, because if you go faster than that, you'll start to lose muscle. If you go slower than that, you just takes too long. So 1 to 2 pounds a week, 4 to 8 pounds a month, that's a good pace. You'll start seeing results quickly, you'll be motivated, you won't be too low on energy. So that is the sweet spot. 1 to 2 pounds a week, which means 500 to 1,000 calorie deficit a day. And if you just be patient, you will lose weight. With that being said, holy crap, man. I've been filming for 32 minutes. And this video is probably only going to be like 10 minutes long because I fucked up so many times. But that's all I got for you today, fellas. If you like this video, smash the subscribe button. Hit the comment button. I bet you thought I was going to say like button. I got you. So you have to watch these outros because I switch them up every single time. I brainstorm these things. Share this video with your Canadian friend that lives in Alberta, Canada. Share this with your Swedish friend who lives in Sweden. And I will share this with my French friend who lives in France. Paul. The French are different breeds, man. All they do is party and drink. I don't know how they do it. And before I say goodbye, like 2 years ago, I was really into Outer Banks. And I was like, oh man, I love John B's hair. It looks so cool. Like it looks sick. And I was like, alright, I'm gonna grow it out. And like my hair was maybe on the sides, it was like this. And on top, it was maybe something like that. And so I thought, oh, I'm gonna grow it out. I'm gonna look just like John B. And now it is grown out. And it looks nothing like John B. I come to realize that he has a little bit thicker and curlier hair than I do, because I have extremely fine, extremely thin hair, and I don't look like John B. So, with that being said, peace out, boys. Love you. Stay real.